choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Today in history. On this day, 331 years ago, Xing Banqiao, a calligrapher, painter, and writer of the Qing dynasty, was born. His notable works include drawing of Shuzhou Xinhuang, drawing of Qingwang Liu Zhao, and drawing of Langzhu Fangxian. Xing valued artistic originality and embraced diverse styles. His calligraphy is marked by a clear, sparse appearance and vigorous style. His paintings break from tradition, showcasing a variety of patterns. His poems are sincere and engaging, winning the affection of the public. Known as the three consummate arts, his poetry, calligraphy, and painting are exceptional. Today also marks the Lesser Snow solar term, one of the 24 traditional terms in the Chinese lunar calendar, signaling an increase in cold waves and strong cold air activities. Welcome to today's Qingchao Morning News. Let's start with political updates.
Venezuela releases 225 post-election protest detainees. According to Reuters, on November 16, Venezuelan Attorney General Saab announced that authorities approved 225 freedom measures to release individuals prosecuted for violence after the July 28 election. The controversial results of Venezuela's July presidential election sparked large-scale protests. The opposition, human rights groups, and labor unions accuse President Maduro's government of suppressing dissent. Saab stated the protests led to 28 deaths and nearly 200 injuries. The Criminal Forum reported at least 1,800 arrests in Venezuela following the July 28 election. Local human rights groups confirmed the release of 107 people from 4 Venezuelan prisons. U.S. approves Ukraine to use long-range missiles against Russia. According to Lianhe Xiaobao, U.S. President Biden recently authorized Ukraine to use U.S.-made weapons to target deep areas of Russia, marking a major shift in Washington's policy on the Russia-Ukraine war. Sources said this change is mainly in response to Russia's deployment of North Korean ground troops to bolster its forces. North Korea's troop support for Russia has raised concerns in Washington and Kyiv. The White House had stated last year that the U.S. provided Ukraine with a shorter-range ATACMS, a surface-to-surface missile system capable of hitting targets within 165 kilometers. Ukraine plans to launch its first long-range attack in the coming days. Laos prices may rise by 25% this year. According to Vientiane News, recent data from the Asian Development Bank shows that prices in Laos surged by 23% in 2022, 31% last year, and may rise by 25% this year. Prices for basic staples like rice, sugar, oil, and chicken have doubled in the past year, heavily impacting households. By the end of last year, Laos' total public and publicly guaranteed debt was $13.8 billion, or 108% of GDP. The World Bank warned last week that Laos' public debt is unsustainable. China, Laos' largest creditor, holds about half of the country's foreign debt, primarily from loans for the cross-border railway project with China. Debt repayments have caused the Lao kip to devalue, driving inflation. TikTok parent ByteDance valued at $300 billion. According to the Wall Street Journal, TikTok parent company ByteDance recently proposed a buyback offer at $180.70 per share, valuing the company at approximately $300 billion. Previously, ByteDance valued itself at about $225 billion in an October 2023 buyback offer to employees, and at $268 billion in another buyback in December. The U.S. Congress's divestiture bill targeting TikTok stipulates that if ByteDance cannot sell TikTok to U.S. owners by mid-January next year, TikTok will be banned from operating in the United States. Global measles cases reached 10.3 million in 2023. According to the United Nations, the latest estimates from the World Health Organization and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention project approximately 10.3 million measles cases worldwide in 2023, a 20% increase from 2022. Insufficient global immunization coverage is the main driver of this surge. who reported that due to gaps in vaccination coverage, 57 countries experienced large-scale or severe measles outbreaks in 2023, up nearly 60% from 36 countries last year. Measles can be prevented with 2 doses of the vaccine, but 22 million children are expected to miss the first dose in 2023. Fire breaks out in Spanish nursing home, at least 10 dead. AFP reported that on November 15, a fire broke out at a nursing home in Villablanca de Ebro, northeastern Spain, for unknown reasons. At the time, 82 people were in the facility. The fire, concentrated in one room, left at least 10 dead and 2 seriously injured. The nursing home, named Villablanca Garden, was built in 2008. Initially a general residence for the elderly, it has recently specialized in caring for seniors with mental health issues. Malaysian Embassy in China hosts Food Festival. According to ASEAN Financial News, the Malaysian Embassy in China recently hosted a cultural and food festival in Beijing. Malaysian ambassador to China Norman attended and delivered a speech. Envoys from various countries, Malaysians in China, and representatives from different sectors participated. The event showcased tropical fruits like bananas, dragon fruit, and pineapples, alongside Malaysian pastries such as pandan sticky rice cakes and pandan shredded coconut rolls. A demonstration session featured the making of Malaysian specialties like mesh pancakes, drawing significant guest interest. Ambassador Norman expressed hope that the event would promote Malaysian food and culture in China, fostering people-to-people exchanges and cultural learning between China, Malaysia, and ASEAN.
According to Silian Press, the main glass futures contract, FG2501, recently dropped nearly 3%, marking 3 consecutive days of declines. That's all for today's Chin Chow Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.